Northern California. You're watching Action News Now. Coverage you can count on.
Gone but not forgotten. The 85 victims of the Camp Fire were memorialized today with music and dance and poetry in a 90-minute touching tribute in Paradise. Good evening. It was 3 months ago today that the Camp Fire stormed across Butte County's ridge, forever changing the lives of tens of thousands of people and ending the lives of 85 people. Today, hundreds mourned those lives lost and at the same time celebrated the lives that they lived. Action News Now reporter Spencer Joseph has more on tonight's memorial.
With more than a dozen faiths represented, today was emotional for everyone involved. Here are some of the sights and sounds as well as words of tonight's ceremony.
Today we're remembering and we're celebrating the lives of the 85 people who died in the Camp Fire. The loss that we are all feeling is tremendous.
A person is not really dead unless they are forgotten. A person lives as long as their story is told.
And not to mention all the lives that were lost. Mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, grandparents, beloved pets. But please, once again, excuse our smoke. It's just what's left of what was one of the most unique little settlements in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada mountains.
Hoping ends at some point where Paradise, something that was lost, has come back. Some little bit of what we knew before we're able to pull out of the wreckage.
As we bear daily witness to God's unfolding new reign, may God bless those who mourn. As Jesus said, they will be comforted.
God, full of compassion, dwelling in the heights, bring true rest beneath the wings of the Shekinah, amid the ranks of the holy and the pure.
Grateful celebration and sorrow seem to be partners when we gather together after a loss. And I hope this is what we have the courage to express and share with one another.
When the spotlight is over and all the cameras are gone, there's one thing for certain: Paradise is strong.
And from filmmakers to police officers to politicians and all of the people of Paradise, everyone I spoke with tonight said it was a beautiful tribute to those lives lost. Spencer Joseph, Action News Now.
Tears, hugs, and deep emotions this evening in Paradise as well as hundreds of people filled the Paradise Performing Arts Center. Action News Now reporter Cecile Juliet takes us to the memorial for victims and survivors of the Camp Fire. Cecile.
That's right. Of course, as you saw there, it was an incredibly moving service with representatives from more than a dozen faiths and people from all over the ridge there to share this very special moment of healing. An afternoon in Paradise, in one of the few buildings left standing. Paradise pastor Garrison Chafee places each rose as a memorial to those who are gone.
You know, a lot of people say, like, oh, I don't know them, but they're still our neighbors, our community members, so that's why I'm here.
The message here couldn't be more clear. Fire burns and destroys, but love unites.
After the fire, I think it's important that people know that, you know, we're all in this together.
For some, the deep sense of grief will take a lifetime to heal. Anna Dice lived with her father in Butte Creek Canyon. They waited too long to evacuate, and her dad didn't make it out.
He couldn't get out, the kitchen collapsed. It's strange without him. He was my everything.
But tonight she meets Christina Taft, another 25-year-old who lived with her mother, also a single parent who didn't make it out alive. They take comfort in the fact that they are not alone. Christina hopes people will remember her mother as a vibrant and kind woman.
I thought it was great that they mentioned the victims and showed their photos outside with their biographies.
Judy Lovell's home is still standing, but she still feels lost.
My whole social network is gone. I participated in my church and it's burned down. The Paradise Garden Club, where do you plant a garden?
And not forgotten, all the little animals that were lost. That's why Lee KARLOVIC wears this sign.
I can't tell you how many children I have talked with that are in deep grief about the loss of their pets. That's why I have With or Without a Name, because it's pets, our companion animals, as well as the multitude of the squirrels, the birds. They're all gone.
The question many want to know is, how are they going to move on?
I've been a part of some counseling, grief counseling since the fire, and they encourage us to lean into the sadness and lean into the grief, and that grieving is the only way through it. And so I think those that participate today are going to be blessed, or are going to be a step closer to healing because of it.
And they're finding comfort in each other.
People have gathered around the despair of this, and it's unified folks with the disaster that it is. Those people, all of us, have once again connected and created our own community. To see and be with family and friends and strangers that I don't know, to support them. Yes, it's a grand way to connect.
An entire community, of course, was lost in the Camp Fire. During the service tonight, one speaker referred to what's been born out of this incredible tragedy. Alan, they're now calling it a fire family, and now strangers have become friends. We've all bonded, whether we've even met each other yet or not. The general feeling tonight was that this fire has impacted, of course, everybody, and we have all been through it together.
It's a remarkable thing to see, and as you know, in our business, we report on too often the bad side of human nature, and we're seeing the incredible, beautiful side of human nature here.
Absolutely. And you know what? We all knew when we first were started on this fire on that day, on that Thursday morning, we knew this was going to happen. This is how our community is.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Cecile. All right.